Hi everybody. So we're going to start the classroom today. So if you're in the classroom, well done. If you've not yet joined the classroom, don't worry. What we'll do is record this episode. So I'm going to begin by saying hi. If you're in the classroom, please say hi. You can do that by looking at the box at the side, which allows you to say something. What we see here is that the chat isn't working at the moment. So let's just go through and have a look at the work for today. And then if people aren't able to get on that, we will record it so that everybody can get that information. So we're going to start today with just a reminder about your writing, but it also relates to your speaking and listening. So first, rehearse. Make sure you write it down just so that you can look back over it and then reread. So this is also important if you're learning some of your ESOL words. So today we're going to think about the use of should, and this is quite important as we are being asked to stay at home. So you should stay at home. So what does that mean, the word should? Well, to begin with, should, we use it for advice when we say you should do your work. You should stay at home, and we'll talk a little later in the classroom about the word must. Logical, this means that you've worked out why that is the case, and it's a deduction. You often respond to saying should because you've worked out that this is the best possible way forward. So you will be hearing on the news at the moment that you must stay at home, and we're going to look at must after the word should. But to begin with, you are advised you should stay at home. So I hope everybody here is keeping safe. Now, the thing about staying at home is that you might have people knock on your door. So remember, no cold calling. This is a sticker you often see in the windows of British homes. What does it mean? No cold calling. It means that you don't want people to knock on your door unless you've already arranged for them to visit. This is really important in today's times. If you're not sure, you didn't organise for somebody to come to your home, because they won't be, will they? Because we're all socially isolating. If somebody knocks on your door, just look out of your window to see who it is, because you never know. It might be somebody leaving something on your doorstep that's some food or something for your children. So we don't expect anybody to call. So don't answer the door unless you know who it is. And even if you do answer the door, please don't stand like this. Make sure that you stand a good distance apart and look at the government guidelines. If you're not sure how far 6 feet is, then measure it and stand with somebody else within a 6-foot distance. And that will remind you that's how far we have to stand away from each other. So if you're not expecting somebody, stop. Don't answer the door. If you have a window downstairs or upstairs that you can look out of, please use that to look out of. You should be keeping your family and yourselves safe in your home. And this means what we call social distancing. It means if I came to your house and left something on your doorstep, I would walk away. I would just knock on the door and walk away. So when you open the door, you would see there's something there. And you might be able to see me in the distance, but I can't, just like you, I can't have contact with other people. So it's not just that you should, but you must. And we'll look at that later. So when we're looking at you should, what should you do? Well, you should stay at home. And although in the past we could go to the hospital if we're poorly, we should now stay at home and remember that you will be using the 111 number if any of your family are poorly. So if we talk about the way we use should, I'm going to show you this board now. It's about suggesting to do. So we suggest to do it. When you're telling somebody else what to do, you're suggesting and you're saying, you should do this. And you might be asking yourself if there's something you should do. Should I give people my address? No, if you don't know them. Hopefully, yes, if it's me and I ask you for your address. I would only ask you for your address if I needed to send something there. So think about who you share information with. And I'm sorry that the live chat isn't working today. We are practicing with the live classrooms and we do have a few technical errors. So with the live chat, just to make sure, if you've got any questions about today's lesson, that you write them beneath the video at the end, or you send me a text with that question. So normally I would be asking you any questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just move on from that part of the lesson. So in our speaking and listening, we need to think about, when do we use the word should? So think about when you're talking to your friends and you want to give advice. I should. So I'm now going to do a quick telephone call because I want to report an absence. So even in the classroom online, we need to report an absence. So if you're reporting an absence, you're doing that for your entry level 2 or entry level 3 exam, you need to follow the same structure. So you need to phone and say why you're not there. So I have to be 2 people today, so bear with me. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, Al Garthwaite speaking. Oh, hello. My name is Fatima Patel. I'm ill today, so I'm not coming to my ESOL class with Jane. Oh, I see. Could you tell Jane for me, please? Oh, let me just write this down. Can you hold the line, please? And at that moment, we've had a couple of expressions you might not have used before. So, could. So this is a request, and that's when we use the word could. Some of you get a little bit confused between can and could. So think about can as your ability to do something. And when we use the word could, it's usually in the future for a request. So could you tell Jane? And did you hear that phrase? Can you hold the line, please? It just means wait, be patient. Sometimes there's a bit of quiet. We have to be patient. And we all know how to be patient because these online videos have really made it a little bit more difficult for us, and we have to be patient. So there might be an amount of time that you have to wait. Can you hold the line, please? Oh, yes, of course. So if somebody asks you, can you hold the line? Yes. And we use the phrase, of course. It means, yes, I will. Yes, of course. Could you ask Jane to give my friend the handouts and homework for me, please? We use the word handouts to mean your classwork when it's on a sheet of paper. So any sheet of paper or worksheet is called a handout. Oh, that's fine. I'll tell her. Thank you for letting me know. And that's another phrase we use a lot. Thank you for letting me know. It just means thank you for telling me. Okay, thank you. Bye now. And so sometimes we don't say goodbye, we say bye. And on a telephone conversation, I don't know why we do it, but we do say bye now. So it just really means goodbye for the moment. So what I want you to do is let me know your email address. Send me a private message so I have your email address. And I'm going to send you this handout. All right, so this handout, it comes from Skills Workshop if you're looking at some help for your ESOL work during this time that we're all separated. And what we need to do is we need to go back to that structure of practice, write it down, share it with somebody, practice. So I'm going to send you that workshop that should help you with practicing for your role play when we're looking at telephone conversation. Now, nobody knows when the exams are going to be, so it's really important that we just share time in the classroom or look at the classroom at different times. It will be recorded. And for the next classroom, I'm going to try very hard to get that live chat sorted, because I can see that I'm able to write on my screen, but it's not actually coming through. And that just means I'll have to check my live link. Now, for the rest of today, I disappear there for a moment. I want you to think about should being logical advice, but we're going to end the classroom today with the word must. You will hear this now a lot. You must. We must listen to our Prime Minister, because we must all follow the rules and we must all make sure that we're safe and healthy, just so that it's not just for us, but so that we don't infect other people. So we look at this word must. So when you're looking at the word must, we use the word obliged. If you're obliged to, you have to. There's a reason for it. So the phrase logical deduction means there are reasons for you having to do this. And sometimes we say to each other, oh, you must be tired after that long journey, or you must feel lonely being stuck in the house, or you must miss your class. Hopefully you say that one, yes. So must. It's a really important word to know right now, because we must follow the instructions and we must follow what our government tell us to do. So you might see other people who are not bothering to do that. Please don't follow them, because we must do that. And when you're looking at must, you must make sure that you keep up to date with the work that you're doing. So that's the end of the classroom for today. I'm going to go off and check on that live chat, and hopefully I will be able to see what you want to say soon. Bye now.